You're live! Hello, good evening. Thank you so much everybody for tuning in on our Wednesday evening live stream. So, I think we're live. It's telling me you are live. So, yeah, I think we're live right now. So, I'm just going to get rid of that. There we go. That's gone. Okay, so, yeah, it's telling me you're live. I think we're live, and we're going to be here for the next hour. So, hello, good evening. And thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to our Wednesday evening live stream. So I've been watching you all chatting away as I've been setting up the live stream. Very, very busy in the live chat once again. We have got around 36 concurrent viewers as we start up. So I think that's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good opening salvo for tonight's live stream. How busy will we get? Been getting some very, very busy live streams over the past few live streams. So the last one, Sunday, went up to a record-breaking 200 concurrent viewers. Very, very exciting live stream. We all had a great time on Sunday evening. I don't think this will go as high as that because, I mean, we've got a lot of severe weather going on there, big thunderstorms, and we're talking at Beijing Climate Centre Winter 2020-21. This isn't going to be focusing on the long range. Of course, it will be focusing more on the 10 to 14 day time frame. We're looking at Storm Ellen as well, though, another real blow coming tonight. Very, very unusual for like August. We're going to be seeing well, we're supposed to be seeing like gusts to 56 miles an hour, but we're going to look at some data in a moment, or later on in the live stream, that's kind of suggesting Irish Sea areas might get to like 70, 80 mile per hour gusts. So we'll have a look at that in the live stream, and of course we're going to look at the 10 to 14 day time frame as well with all regular features. Everything that we would normally do in a regular 10 to 14 day video update will be included in this. The only difference is that it's part of the live stream. So all of that is to come. And yeah, so it's going to be a very interesting live stream indeed, and I hope you're all going to enjoy it. Don't forget to smash your like button. Make sure you give us a like on the stream. It helps with the algorithm to let YouTube know that you are enjoying the live stream, and kind of promotes the channel in a way. So yes, please give us a thumbs up and let us know that you're enjoying it. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. So we're always interested in getting the subscribers. Subscribers are moving very quickly at the moment. So yeah, make sure you're subbed to the channel, and it will be absolutely fantastic if you can do that. Moderator Savvy is with us on the live stream tonight, so thank you so much, Savvy, for moderating the live stream. Thank you so much for checking in. If everybody can say thank you to Savvy moderating the live stream, that would be really, really good. Right, okay, so let's have a look then. So really busy in the chat. I'm going to go through as many of your questions as I can. As ever with this, it's getting very busy with the live streams now, so I won't be able to pick out everybody's questions and comments. So I'll just pick out as many as I can. Super chat is enabled for the live stream. You don't have to super chat, but it is enabled. It'll flag up your comments. So if there's something you really want answering and I sort of miss it, then the one way that I will see it is to super chat. But otherwise, again, it's just the luck of the draw whether I see your comment. But I won't be able to answer every single question and comment because, very, very busy. We've already got 66 concurrent viewers. We're less than 5 minutes in. So thank you so much everybody for tuning into our live stream. Okay, first person in is my good friend Dylan Holbrook, saying evening Gav and everyone, it's live stream time. Yes, it certainly is, Dylan, and thanks so much for the charts that you gave us on Sunday as well. Sunday's live stream was basically sort of built around the charts that Dylan gave me. So thank you so much, Dylan, for your help on Sunday in that epic and somewhat historic live stream. Thank you, Dylan, for doing that. Lisa Cotton is with us, saying good evening also. Good evening, Lisa. Jeffers Craft Gaming. No, Jeffers Craft the Minecraft Dad. Jeffers Craft the Minecraft Dad. awesome name, is with us, saying, hello, how's everyone? Hope you have another great live stream, Gav. Thank you so much, Jeffers, for being with us on the West Coast. Is it hot today? I bet it's hot over on the West Coast. Okay, oh, Jeffers is confirming, hot, humid, and there's a fire in Santa Cruz, I think that it is. That's filled the air with smoke. Oh dear, well, I know it's very, very hot in the west part of America. You're having a historic heat wave at the moment, all the way from like the far southwest, pushing all the way up to the Canadian border, like all the way up western side. It's really, really hot at the moment. We've been covering it in our USA update. So stay safe, Jeffers. Stay safe, and I hope you've got aircon. I hope you've got aircon in your house. It must be so hot at the moment. But do stay safe, my friend, from what is a very, very serious heat wave on the western side of America. Asia Major is with us, saying, hi Gav and everyone, hope you're all well. Looking forward to Wednesday live stream as always. Very wet and windy here in Gloucester. Thank you so much, Adrian, for being with us on our live stream tonight. The ensemble, sort of chosen ensemble, GFS Ensemble place, has been suggested by Adrian. Adrian is off on a holiday, I think, and we're going to have a look at the place where Adrian is going within the GFS upgrade temperature and precipitation ensemble. Later on in video. I know that little sort of graph chart that we've been showing in the live streams on a Wednesday, it's not been working out terribly well. I've hopefully got it all sorted out for this one, but hopefully you'll be able to see it all okay. But I know the last couple of Wednesday live streams we've kind of been cutting the bottom off of the chart, and you've not all been able to see like the not been able to see the precipitation spikes. So yes, I just hope that that is okay for everyone. Second moderator, Paul James, is with us. Thank you so much, Paul, for tuning in to our live stream and for being here to moderate. So again, if everybody can say thank you to Paul for moderating as well. So we've got Paul and Savvy with us moderating. If everybody can say thank you to Paul and Savvy for moderating the live stream, that's absolutely great. I hope you had a lovely day, Paul, and thank you for being here with us tonight. Right, let's get back up to where it was. I was able to go down to the bottom there because I'm still right at the start of the chat, but I'm going to have to rattle through quite quickly. We'll start doing the screen share section probably around 6:30, I would have thought, something like that. So yeah, I'll have to rattle through the live chat quite quickly. Okay, so yeah, Jeffers and Adrian are with us. Luke R is with us. Good evening, Luke. Thank you for tuning in. We've also got global weather updates saying hello, everyone. So good evening, global weather updates. How are you, my friend? Hope you're okay. Right, let's see who else is with us. So Soft Shallow is with us. Good evening, Soft Shallow. I hope you're having a lovely evening. Thank you so much for being with us on our live stream tonight. Soft Shallow is saying, Gav said... I always get a bit worried when when a sentence starts off with Gav said about what I've said, because I do sometimes put my foot in it a little bit. Let's see what Gav has said. So Gav said, we are out of solar minimum, so you should hopefully get something. I think that's in reply to Global Weather Update saying we better get easterly winds this winter. Yeah, I think we have passed solar minimum. I think we are into the early stages of solar cycle 25, although it has not been confirmed yet. But I think we are sort of in the opening year, or probably opening 6 months maybe, of solar cycle number 25. And we know from historical data that like the first 2, maybe 3 winters of the new solar cycle are always ones that have a slightly better chance of being colder winters. So, indeed, Soft Shallow, that is correct. Gav has said that, and yeah, I think it's right. I think we are in, like, the first stage of Solar Cycle 25, but it's not been confirmed anywhere yet. We are virtually 80 concurrent viewers. We've been here for less than 10 minutes, so hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us on our live stream tonight. Global Weather Update saying last winter was so bad, surely this winter will at least be a little better. You would hope so. You would certainly hope so. Global weather updates. We do not want another polar vortex of doom. We certainly do not. Right, so let's see what else you're saying then. So Alpha SB is with us. Good evening, SB. Thank you so much for being with us on our live stream tonight. I hope you're having a lovely day, SB. Thank you so much for checking in to our live stream tonight. We always love to see Alpha SB with us on our live stream. So thank you so much, SB, for being with us. We have hit 80 concurrent viewers, so turning into another pretty big stream. I suspect this is probably going to reach 100 concurrent viewers. I doubt it will go to the 200 that we had on Sunday, but certainly looking like it's going to be quite a big stream again. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us, and don't forget to smash your like button. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you could do that. Jack Lowe is with us. Good evening, Jack, saying good evening, Gav. Good evening, all. Loving the cool and wet weather today. I feel refreshed. Yeah, it's been really wet, hasn't it, today, Jack? You're near me, aren't you? I'm in Northamptonshire. You're in Warwickshire. Has been really wet today, hasn't it? It was a slightly sort of autumnal type feel, really. But yeah, it's nice to see a little bit of rain, isn't it? After how hot it was last week. Last Wednesday, like it was around 34, 35 degrees, and I was doing a live stream and absolutely baking. And I think the heat did get to me a little bit. You may have noticed on that live stream that I did get a little bit over exuberant. Didn't I? So it's much easier for live streaming when it's like this in GavsWeatherVids towers. I have to say it's much easier to live stream when it's overcast and raining and the temperature is only around sort of 20 degrees or whatever it's been today. It is a lot easier to do it. Thank you so much, chat, for being with us. Right, let's try and make a little bit of progress through live chat. So I've got Matthew Orchard with us. Good evening, Matthew Orchard. Thank you so much for being with us. Let's move on down. And so lots of people conversing with one another in live chat. That's absolutely great. We always like to see you having a nice little chat. And yeah, so get involved with one another, chat with one another in the live chat. And we always like to see everybody doing that. So Dylan is saying, I always like the stream before because I know before anything starts it's going to be great. Oh, that's lovely, Dylan. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, it's always nice to see some likes before we start and see that we've got people chatting with one another and checking in. You know, it makes you confident that you're not just going to be sitting here talking to dead air, kind of thing. If you can see that you've got a few people in with you before you start. So it always settles the nerves a little bit, I think, to know that you've got plenty of people with you. Okay, so let's see what else you're saying then. Jack, you're saying, imagine how many viewers could watch the winter streams with a bit of snow around. Yeah, it does make you wonder, doesn't it? I said that on after Sunday's live show. I say it to Mrs. P. You know, what could happen if we had like a beast from the east? How many? And we sort of live streamed through a beast from the east. How many viewers will we get with that? It does make you wonder, doesn't it? How many we would get if we live stream through a beastly easterly. It certainly does make you wonder. Or like I thought maybe like do a live stream about 5 days before a snowy Christmas day, like around 20th of December live stream for like a white Christmas, heavy snow for Christmas Day. That would be absolutely amazing. Be absolutely amazing if that could happen. But yeah, I would take the weather gods, I suppose, though, to be kind. The weather gods would have to be kind to us, wouldn't they? They have to be kind to me, but they have to be kind to all of GavsWeatherVids, really, for that to happen. So will they be kind? Will the weather gods be kind to us this winter? We shall see, won't we? Right, James Hunt is saying, hi Gav, unfortunately I haven't been able to watch Sunny's live stream or any of your other videos as my internet connection has been down. Have I missed anything good? You kind of have actually, James. Sorry to hear you've had your connection down, but yeah, we've had some pretty big live streams, my friend. You'll have to check them back. But Sundays went to 200 concurrent, so you'll have to check those back, I think. Right, so Adrian saying, looks like it's clearing up a bit now. So you're down in the southwest, aren't you, Adrian? You're down in the southwest of the country, so it sounds like things are getting a little bit better down there. More sort of wet weather to come, though. Could be more wet weather to come later in the evening, and things are going to get pretty wild down your way. Things will be going pretty wild down your way tonight, I can tell you that. Mark Kanish is with us. Good evening, Mark. As ever, I sometimes have to sort of pull the glasses up or pull them down. My eyes are really bad all the time, really. So, to read some of these comments, I do have to sort of have a look with the glasses pulled down slightly. So, Mark Kanish is saying, hi, Gavin. Hope you are well. When that frost happened in 2010, December, the trees were completely white with ice. How did that happen? Was it fog? Can't believe 10 years in December. Yeah, it's going to be a decade since a December to remember. Who would believe it? It's going to be 10 years, a full decade, this December, since the December to remember. Yeah, it's primarily that's what I call hoarfrost, Mark. So that happen. It can happen without fog, but generally that often happens with fog. That the fog will sort of condense on the surfaces. It can happen on any surface actually, really, and so you get this thick rime sort of forming over the surface, and it looked absolutely spectacular, didn't it? It's like almost like you know, with the snow on the ground and the trees and everything coated in frost. It was almost like we was teleported to Siberia or somewhere, or Svalbard, wasn't it, for a couple of weeks? But yeah, it was an incredible December, and it is a December to remember for a very, very good reason. And a full decade since, so who would believe it? Okay, so we've got Duncan Wood saying, evening all, been very well at work today. Lisa Garden got some water. You've been out in it, Duncan. It's not been great for working out of doors, has it? Not been great. So Adrian Major is saying, hi Savvy, how are you? No Wednesday forecast today. No, that's right. Don't think we better mention that, Adrian. I don't think we better mention that. There's a story behind that. I don't think we better mention. Daniel Jackson is with us saying, evening also. Good evening, Daniel. We've also got Arash Rashid saying, yo. So good evening, Arash. Thank you so much for being with us on our live stream tonight. Petipa is with us. Petipa, good evening all. I'm back from a holiday in Denmark. Wow, I had a lovely time, Petipa. I hope you had a lovely time. Weather with Seth is with us from the East Coast. So we've got Jeffers from the West Coast. Weather with Seth from the East Coast of the state. So good evening both. Trevor Hall is with us. Good evening, Trevor. Thank you so much for being with us on our live stream tonight. Gary Hurd is with us saying, hello Gav, hope you had a super great day. I'm absolutely fine. Thanks, Gary. Thank you so much for being with us on our live stream tonight. So Jeffers Craft is asking me how I am. I'm absolutely great. Thanks, Jeffers. I hope you're okay as well, friend, despite being very, very hot and stuck in or on the edges, I suppose, of a wildfire. We're getting very close to 100 concurrent viewers, so another big stream is developing. Shiram is with us saying, hello Gavin, why do we keep going from one extreme weather to another? Rain, floods, wind, sun, drought, snow, and not stable conditions. We seem to have rapid flips, everything but snow and cold. Good question, Shiram. Why do we keep doing that? I guess part of it could be that we are within solar minimum, and so we see a lot of waviness to the jet. Rather than having a flat jet, we tend to get kinks and troughs within the jet stream. So if you find yourself on the warm side of the jet, then you're going to have like hot, dry weather. If you find yourself on the cold side of the jet, it will go colder and wetter. But it's a good question. I expect a lot of professional forecasters are asking themselves that question as well. Tom Moore saying, when is the next live stream and what time? I haven't just started this one, Tom. We've only just started this one, but next live stream next scheduled live stream will be on Sunday at 6. Both live streams are at 6. Wednesday at 6, Sunday at 6. Sometimes we do something on a Friday night after 10 o'clock, but they're always on the Friday. It just depends what I'm doing, really, on a Friday evening, whether I have time to do it. But the definite live streams are always Wednesday at 6, Sunday at 6. So yeah, we'll see you then on Sunday. But we've got this live stream to go through. Yeah, we're going to be here for another 40 minutes. So I'll get on with the screen sharing very, very soon. The amazing Marcus guy is with us saying, "Evening Gav, can't believe it's 6 o'clock already, just got the notification of live stream. I've lost track of the time today." Thank you so much for being with us, the amazing Marcus guy. Yeah, it's amazing that we've got to another live stream, isn't it, so soon after Sunday. They do come round very, very quickly. It's great to know that the notifications are working. It's great to know that people are getting their notifications, actually. So I sometimes get reports that some people aren't getting notifications from YouTube when we start live streaming, but it certainly seems to have worked for you anyway. So thank you, Marcus, the amazing Marcus guy, for being with us. Michael Johnson saying, "Good evening, Gavin and everyone. I hope you're having a good, albeit damp and dismal day." Yeah, I've had a great day. I have had a great day. Thank you, my friend. Right, okay, so Christian Hayden is with us saying, "Wings London Thursday." Wings London Thursday. We're going to have a look at, I think you're asking how windies are going to get in London on Thursday. Tomorrow, probably. So we are going to have a look at what's going on with Storm Ellen as the very first thing that we look at when we start screen capturing, and that will be in around 9 minutes time, I would have thought. That'll be in around 9 minutes time. Neil Cutler is with us, so good evening, Neil. Evening, Gav and everyone. Drizzle and gloomy at the moment. Garden furniture secure. Yeah, tie it down. Everybody tie down your garden furniture. We're in for some wild weather, especially if you're over in the west. We definitely are. Arish Rashid is saying, "I love your video." So do you love this one or like all the videos, Arish? So please give us a like on all the videos if you can. Right, Indivar is with us. So good evening, Indivar. Thank you so much for being with us on the live stream tonight. Katrine is with us. Katrine Bezos. So good evening, Katrine. Has anybody else had a Laughing Foxes video on their YouTube suggestions? The suggestions that you get within YouTube are always kind of strange, Petipa. So it's normally based on like the videos that you've watched, though. I think that's the way YouTube does it. But like the recommendations and that pop up with the videos and so on, they aren't GavsWeatherVids aren't responsible for any suggested videos that you get. It's down to YouTube suggesting that. Stevie Wells saying, "Gav, what's weather like in Land's End tonight? Because camping is going to be a bit wild, I think, Stevie. It will be a little bit wild tonight down in Land's End. And in around, what's time? So in around 7 minutes, we're going to have a look at the wind gusts, or the forecast wind gusts, tonight. So that'll be coming up later on. That'll be coming up later on in the live stream. Okay, so Indivar is asking me, Gav, was 1976-77 a cold winter? A little bit. It was quite a cold early winter, that one. So it came after the very hot summer, of course. And we had that tremendous rain through the autumn. It was phenomenally wet through the autumn of 1976. And then it did get quite cold in December. Had quite a cold December. It was actually a little white Christmas. I don't think it's widespread deep, so it's nothing like 2010. But it was quite a cold Christmas in 76. And sort of cold on off early January. And then it got very mild, though. Later in January and into February of 76, it got very mild then. So it's like a front-loaded winter a little bit. Colder early on, very mild later. It was an extraordinarily cold winter in America. 76, 77, particularly January and I think February 77, was extremely, and I am talking about very, very, very extreme cold in America in Mount Winter. And I think there was even snow in Florida. I think it even snowed in Florida at some point through early 1977. That's how cold it was. That's how severe the cold was in 77. That it even snowed in Florida. So it was brutal cold, absolutely brutal in America. Wasn't quite as extreme on our side. Our cold winter in the 70s was actually 1979. Always Fair is asking me which chart for wind gusts for tonight, ECM or GFS? I suspect probably high res more than those. Always Fair. I would suspect high res probably, but have a look at a couple of high res forecasts in a moment. Katrine saying thank you, Paul. So yeah, if everybody can say thank you, Paul and Savvy for moderating, that's great. Let's have a look at some more then. So Joe, awesome one, is with us. Good evening, Joe. Thank you so much for being with us on our live stream tonight. Trevor Hall saying Fastnet Sea Air is forecast a violent storm at 11 tonight. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild tonight. So Steve Wells saying last night in Cornwall was scary. So what happened last night? Did you have thunderstorms or something, Stevie? I hope it wasn't too bad for you. Mark Hodgen is with us. Good evening, Mark. Good evening, Mark. Thank you so much for being with us on our live stream tonight. Right, I've come down more or less to the bottom of the chat, so still got a couple more minutes to fill. 6:30 when we're going to start doing the screen share section. Okay, so what else saying? So, Richard's with us. My good friend Rich is with us, saying, good evening, everyone. Just in from work. Long day today. I need to go at 6:30 as of an Indian with my name on it. So lovely. Wow, enjoy your Indian, Rich. Enjoy your Indian. And thank you so much for checking into the first half of the live stream. You'll be able to play the second half back a little bit later on. We have hit 101 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us on another big live stream. Please give us a thumbs up on the stream if you haven't yet done so. Let YouTube know you're enjoying it. It does help a lot with the algorithm if you can do that. Let's pick out one or two more. So Mark Hodgen is with us as well. So also David Garthard, I think that is, saying, hope you're all well. How's it looking for Dorset? Going to be wild tonight down Dorset way, I think. Petipa, Gav, what is your prediction for the first day of autumn to reach 0 Celsius at 850 HPA in London? I don't know, Petipa. I don't know with that. But it might happen before that. It might even happen. No, it won't happen in August in London, will it? It might happen across northern Scotland in August. But I don't know. Probably late September, early October, maybe. I'm always wary about those kind of predictions because they're so very, very variable and so on. Jeffers is telling me I only have an evaporative cooler at home, but air conditioning in my truck. So maybe you're better off like sleeping in your truck then, Jeffers. You might be better off sleeping in your truck, mightn't you, rather than indoors, if that's where the aircon is. But I suppose the only trouble with that is the battery would go flat, wouldn't it? Battery would probably go flat. Okay, so let's move on down. Let's see what else you're saying. I'm saying around 2 minutes now, just 2 minutes, we'll start doing the screen share section of the video. Mohammed Hassan is with us. Good evening, Mohammed Hassan. Thank you so much for being with us on our live stream tonight. Adam Weatherfan is with us as well. So good evening, Adam Weatherfan. Andy is with us, City Andy as well. So good evening, Andy. Thank you so much for being with us tonight on our live stream. I hope you're having a lovely day, my friend. Soft Shallow saying, I missed the sunny live stream. I was at work. Did it reach? No, it didn't reach 300 viewers, Soft Shallow. It reached 200 concurrent viewers. We have not yet reached 300 concurrent viewers. But But maybe it could happen, you know, at some point. Maybe if you had a beast stream, you could live stream through a beastly easterly. You never know. It might happen. Shiram, hello Gavin. Think we should in theory have a chance of a good winter as factors seem favourable. When we get cold, winter remains to be seen, as it only needs one thing to go wrong to spoil it. Yeah, that's right. It only takes one thing, Shiram. On paper, this coming winter 2021 should be pretty decent for cold. But it only takes one thing to go wrong, and then it's curtains. Glenn Pevy, I must admit I prefer a mild winter. Not a fan of snow. We've had plenty of them, Glenn. We have had plenty of them over the past few winters, haven't we? Yeah, we definitely have. Kieran Bushnell have a big charity cricket match scheduled for the August bank holiday, featuring ex-England captain David Gower and Mike Gatting in aids of the Lord's Taverners. Please don't let it be a washout. I'm going to keep fingers crossed for you, Kieran. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you, my friend, and hopefully that charity match will be okay. Hopefully it will. We're going to have a look at 12Z very, very shortly. Callum saying, hello, Gav. Winds really starting to increase here in Cornwall. Yeah, it's going to get windy. It is going to get windy tonight. Right, so I think I'm pretty much at the bottom of the chat. So before I go off and do a screen share section, I've got to say thank you to Andy Betts. Thank you to Andy Betts for your super chat. Thank you so much, Andy, for your super chat. Yeah, that is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Andy, for your super chat there, my friend. That is incredible. It's amazing what everybody does for me and also for GavsWeatherVids. So thank you so much, Andy, for your super chat. I don't think you've asked a question. I think you just wanted to give me a super chat. So that's incredible. Thanks so much, Andy, for doing that. Right, okay, so let's start doing some screen sharing, shall we? And then I'll come back to YouTube a little bit later on. So, what are we going to do with this then? So, I was getting a little bit confused with this part of the video. So, I'm going to turn off the image. The image is going to go. There we go, the image is gone. For a few minutes as well, I'm going to disappear also. So, goodbye, and I'll see you a little bit later on. So, let's turn off the webcam as well. We'll start display capturing. There we go, we're display capturing. And we're going to move over to, what we're going to do is move over, first of all, to the weather outlook. This is the latest radar from the weather outlook. So it's been a thoroughly wet and miserable day across most parts of the country today. Heavy rain has been pushing northwards and eastwards across England and Wales. And the rain has been quite persistent in places as well. You see it is clearing across Wales and southwest England now. Still pretty wet across eastern parts of England. And down in the southwest, the rain is coming back, actually. It's another little pulse of rain beginning to come back in the southwest. That's associated with the push of really strong winds from Storm Ellen that's coming tonight. So let's have a look at a couple of high-res models. Again, we're at the weather outlook with this. This is the high-resolution arpège model. This is a high-res arpège. So, starting now, sort of at 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, you can see that winds are picking up in this southwestern corner. Winds are picking up in the southwestern corner already, otherwise light winds across most parts of the country. These winds increase, though. The winds increase through to midnight. So by midnight, we have got some very strong winds then moving up from the Atlantic up the Irish Sea. Now, oops, that went a little bit wrong. So what I'm going to say is that now the forecast gusts for this tonight up the Irish Sea and around sort of western coast of Wales and northwest England, Northern Ireland. Have been around 50-60 miles an hour, but look what the arpège is going for there. I've got to pull my specs up. It looks like the arpège is forecasting at midnight 80 to 90 mile an hour gusts, wind gusts, moving up the Irish Sea. This is a high resolution model as well. You remember that when we was talking about the high temperatures that we would see, about 37 at the end of July, it was Apache that got that right. So it's a pretty good model, and it's very, very alarming to see Apache forecast. I mean, around Western Coast, we're talking about 60, 70 mile an hour gusts around the southwestern coast of Wales, something like Mumbles, probably at 70 miles an hour. But in the Irish Sea itself, talking about 80 to 90 mile an hour gusts. Keep in mind, this is August. We're talking about August, we're not talking about January or February. We're talking about an August night here. So that is really, really extreme wind that's moving up the Irish Sea tonight on Apache, and it carries on further northward. So a real battering there by 3 o'clock in the morning for like northern and western parts of Wales. Also the Irish Sea, though, the Irish Sea is actually getting not the Irish Sea, the Isle of Man, in the middle of the Irish Sea, actually getting like those 80 mile an hour gusts. So really, really incredible forecast there from Apache for wind tonight. And, you know, I hope everybody stays safe. It's going to be very, very wild around those west coasts. Even if that's overcooked, even if we don't see the wind gusts going to like 80, 90 mile an hour around those western coasts, that is very, very, very extreme wind to this time of the year. And as we know, people are camping and so on. On their holidays. So yeah, if you're in that part of the world tonight, batten down everything. Batten down everything and stay safe. Stays windy into tomorrow. We still keep very strong winds going up the western side through the course of tomorrow. It's going to be a really windy day across the western side tomorrow. Another sort of push of winds being forecast there through like tomorrow evening. This is sort of 8, 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow evening. Another push of very strong winds up to like 50, 60 miles an hour running up the west coast. Central and eastern areas, windy as well. I haven't really talked about anywhere else other than the west, but it is going to be windy across central and eastern parts of the country and in the north too. We're seeing wind gusts there like 20, 30, 40 miles an hour, which again is quite strong wind for August. But the really severe weather is definitely sort of out in the west. And then all areas going quite windy on Friday. So Friday we sort of bring a active weather front across the country. There'll be some strong gusty winds associated with that. So more eastern areas coming to the firing line by the look of it on Friday. By Saturday, things are beginning to calm down just a little bit. Things begin to calm down a little bit on Saturday. Okay, so what else shall we look at? So we need to go to charts, and we'll have a look at one more high-res model. So that was Apache. Let's see what Icon is forecasting. So we want to go to UK, and we want to go to wind gusts. So here we go. So it does look like that's working. So that one isn't working. Ah, yes it is. So there we go. So let's have a look at what we've got here with Icon. So Icon, I mean, it is windy, but nowhere near as extreme tonight. So that's like 3 o'clock in the morning. So that's 3 o'clock in the morning just there. And it looks like going for around 60 mile an hour gusts around the north of Wales, around the west of Wales. So yeah, I mean, it's windy, but it's not as extreme as what Apache is going for there. Apache is a lot more extreme tonight with the wind gusts. And then into Thursday, just very windy day. It's going to be a very windy day throughout Thursday on the western side, less windy elsewhere. And then those winds transfer eastwards on Friday. So more east now. I mean, it's going to be windy everywhere on Friday, but more east areas coming to a firing line on Friday. Okay, it's going to be a very, very blowy few days. I think we've certainly established that. Right, let's try and make a little bit of progress. I think we're going to have to wrap this live stream up at 7 o'clock. So I've got another 20 minutes or so. So these are the weather warnings from the UK Met. Wind warning is in force with the UK Met across these west areas, so southwest England, west and northwest Wales through the Irish Sea, just affecting these far western coasts of England, southwest Scotland to western parts of Scotland, just the extreme east perhaps of Northern Ireland too. So yeah, they're saying strong winds are expected to cause some disruption, travel and power supplies from Wednesday evening to Friday morning. The warning continues into Friday as well. There we go, on Friday, on Thursday, I should say, and then on Friday, the wind warning extends eastwards, as we've established. East areas will come into phone line a little bit more on Friday. Stay safe, everyone. Trying to stay safe, we've got disturbances galore in the tropical Atlantic as well. So we've got this orange X just here. Let's deal with that one. This one, that's hurricane, so that's disturbance 1 with a 40% chance of cyclone formation in the next 2 days, and an 80% chance, though, of cyclone formation in the next 5 days. Let's not forget, these systems in the tropical Atlantic seem very remote to us at times in the UK, but let's not forget, Storm Ellen, this battering we're going to have tonight, Storm Ellen, does have its roots, partly anyway, in Storm Kyle, Tropical Storm Kyle, from the tropical Atlantic. There is an element of Tropical Storm Kyle within this weather that we're getting at the moment. So although these systems seem very remote to us, and I know from the viewer stats that when we look at these in the regular 10 to 40 day viewer updates, a lot of people tend to skip a little bit early on in the videos, this part of the videos when we're looking at what's happening in the tropical Atlantic, because I think a lot of people don't think that this really relates terribly much to like our weather. But actually, we do get impacted, not as hurricanes, but we certainly can get impacted by these systems that are developing in the tropical Atlantic. So yeah, they do, or they can, have impacts for our weather. We also have this red X just here. This red X just here, which is disturbance 2, with a 90% chance of cyclone formation in the next 48 hours. 90% chance of cyclone formation in the next 48 hours. 90% chance in the next 5 days. That is almost certainly, that will almost certainly become a named tropical storm. And then we have another area just here towards the coast of Africa, this yellow X just here, but I hope everyone can see. That is disturbance 3. That currently has a 0% chance of cyclone formation now, but a 20% chance in the next 5 days. So by the weekend or early next week, we could potentially have 3 tropical storms and or hurricanes on the go consecutively in the tropical Atlantic Ocean. Into the eastern Pacific Ocean, we currently have Hurricane Genevieve. Hurricane Genevieve is in the eastern part of the Pacific Ocean, just here, currently giving maximum sustained winds of 115 miles per hour. Let's click on Genevieve and see what she's forecast to do. So we need to go to warnings and static images. Here we go. So Hurricane Genevieve is there right now, forecast to move in that direction and become a tropical storm by the time we get through to weekend and then go post-tropical early next week. But I think the focus increasingly in the coming few days is going to be in the Atlantic, actually. I think the focus will be in the Atlantic Ocean in the coming few days. With all of these disturbance areas, we could really be starting to move into peak tropical storm / hurricane season now. These are the temperatures currently across the UK. So we're up to 23 degrees at Cherbourg. 23 degrees at Cherbourg. But most other areas sort of low trend. So London Heathrow is 19. Bear in mind there, this time last week it was around 34, 35. Cambridge is at 19. East Midlands is at 19. Liscombe is at 19. Lake Vyrnwy is at 18. Going further north to Northern England, we've got Lingming at 18 degrees. We've got Aboyne at 17. And into Northern Ireland, we've got Belfast. Belfast is at 17. So temperatures are kind of upper teens to just around the 20 degree mark, really. Right, this is the part that's been going wrong in the live streams recently. So these are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. Now, I'm just hoping that this is going to be fitting everybody's screen. I hope it is. So let's have a look at this. We're looking at, now I don't know how to pronounce this. So Adrian is going here on holiday and asked me to have a look at this. We are looking I think it's Llagolen, perhaps. If anybody's Welsh and knows how to pronounce that, let me know in the live chat. I think it's like Llagolen. But anyway, it's in Wales. It's in Denbighshire, actually, I think. And this is how it's looking. So again, I hope everyone can see the precipitation spikes. I know in the live streams recently, been cutting off the bottom of these charts, which isn't ideal. But at the moment, the upper air temperatures are warmer than average. So as I say, we're bringing a very warm and humid air mass with Storm Ellen, and so it's pretty muggy, despite that we've got all this wind and rain going on. Now, what we're going to find happening is that over the next couple of days, temperatures are going to be dropped down to the 30-year temperature average. And then as we go through into the last week of August, we're going to see the temperatures just hovering around average, really, or maybe even a little bit below. As we go into the opening days of September, we start to see the upper air temperatures beginning to pick up a little bit. So there is a bit of a warming trend there through the opening days of September. But the rest of August is, once today is out of the way, and like tomorrow, I suppose, which will be very warm as well, as we're in this very humid air mass. But once that's out of the way, it's actually going to be a little bit on the cool side, like through the last week or so of August. Precipitation-wise, we just have lots of rainfall coming up, so loads and loads of precipitation spikes coming up. It looks very unsettled, and even into September, when we tend to think about higher pressure in September. So this period just here, again, hope you can see this okay, this period just here, when we tend to think that it might go a bit drier as the temperatures are starting to lift up, actually that looks pretty unsettled as well. So plenty of rain to come. But despite that, have a great holiday, Adrian. You know, when we're in the UK, having our holidays in the UK, we have to make the best of whatever the weather decides to do. So you have a fantastic holiday, my friend. Temperature anomalies from the 19th to 27th of August are going to be slightly warmer than average. Precipitation anomalies from the 19th to the 27th of August are going to be wetter than average. This is how the GFS midday run, which has been updating as we've been talking, this is how the GFS midday run is looking. So we'll rattle through this very, very quickly. So obviously we're in this very unsettled spell of weather right now. Low pressure is really dominating the scene at the moment, and that low pressure into weekend is going to start to move up towards Norway. We will see things calming down over weekend, and we'll lose some of the heavy showers and downpours. Into the early part of next week, the next low starts to roll in from off the Atlantic. We start to bring the next low pressure in from off the Atlantic through Tuesday and Wednesday. So unsettled weather goes on then. Into the end of next week, a little bit of a ridge from the Azores high starts to turn things a bit drier and perhaps a bit warmer through the end of next week. This is moving up towards the bank holiday weekend, of course. But we get into the bank holiday weekend, and look at this. We've got more low pressure back in. So, Kieran, I'm afraid this GFS run is looking unsettled. Look just there. Look just there on the far left of screen. You're looking at that low pressure coming in from the left of the screen. That is like the remains of either a tropical storm or a hurricane, one of those disturbance areas currently in the tropical Atlantic that I was just looking at in a moment. That comes racing into the North Atlantic, and look at this, it's coming our way. So we go into the opening days of September, and we are actually being impacted there through early September by deep low pressure that has its roots in one of those tropical storms and hurricanes that we were just talking about. GM is looking like this. So here we go, and again the GM very unsettled. Low pressure is dominating the weather at the moment, and we go through into the weekend. Things will calm down over the weekend into the early part of next week. Again, unsettled weather coming in through next week. Proper wet and windy weather after slightly quieter opening. We bring more wind and rain with that area of low pressure in from off the Atlantic up to day 10, which is Saturday 29th of August into the bank holiday weekend. I'll just show you last night's ECM. Again, the ECM isn't updating until between 7 and 8 o'clock tonight. So here we go. Low pressure coming in off the Atlantic, bringing plenty of wet and windy weather in from off the Atlantic. Moving up towards day 10 though, the midnight ECM run does start to build some higher pressure. Rainfall forecast. So here's today's wet weather. It's from Meteo.com. Wet weather spreading in across the country with strong winds as well. Moving into the like the next few days, staying unsettled with further showers along with spells of rain in northern and western regions. Early next week, we start to bring more low pressure in from off the Atlantic. So yes, further showers. And when it goes drier, of course, as we're moving up towards daytime, it starts to go a little bit drier. Although actually, it does look a little bit unsettled there for England and Wales at daytime with further outbreaks of rain, maybe a bit surprising. These are the options that are on the table within the ECM ensembles today for daytime. I'm running quite late now, so I'm going to rattle through this very quickly. So we have so this is for day 10, 29th of August, from the Icelandic Met Office. We have 19 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure over top of the country, deep low pressure over the country, obviously going to be very unsettled. 12 just here with low pressure to our east, winds on a northwest southeast trajectory, cool and unsettled. 11 with high pressure to the west and low pressure to the east, winds are in from the north, they're going to be cool and unsettled. 9 with a reach down to the southwest, low pressure out to the northwest, jet stream is pushed northwards. That's going to be a little bit drier. That does include the operational run as well, but generally the ECM ensembles are quite unsettled at day 10. In 2 weeks time, these are the options that we've got. This gets us to the 3rd of September. We have 15 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure over to the north of the country, winds are in from a westerly direction. 9 with low pressure over country, that's going to be unsettled. Another 9 just here with high pressure sort of to our southwest, that's going to be a little bit drier and warmer. 7 with a nice Scandinavian high, that will be bringing in very warm to potentially quite hot weather from the east. 7 with low pressure out to the west, again winds are in from the west. And 4 with high pressure out to the northwest and winds are on a northwest southeast trajectory. So a lot of options on the table for early September. It looks pretty uncertain. That's probably down to the uncertainty from those tropical storm and disturbance areas that we've just been talking about. CFS-V2 looks like this. These are 500 millibar heights broken down into week periods. The first week period takes from the 19th, 25th of August. The coming week is unsettled with below average heights over top of the country. Lots of unsettled weather, plenty of rain to come in the week ahead. Week 2 is going to be the 26th of August. The 1st of September. Low pressure to our east, high pressure to our southwest. Winds are in from a northwesterly direction. A little bit less unsettled, but probably quite cool. Week 3 is going to be the 2nd to the 8th of September. High pressure and building up from the southwest, turning us much drier and potentially a lot warmer as well for early September. And then week 4 is going to be the 9th to 15th of September. High pressure going up towards Greenland and over towards Eastern Europe. No evident trough of low pressure, but there could be a trough across the west of Europe. Jet stream is doing something a little bit like that, and so that could be breaking down the ridge and turning things a bit more unsettled there as we get through to the middle of September. Then finally, weeks 5 and 6 temperature and precipitation anomalies from the ECM to therefore Northern Europe. So week 5 temperature anomaly from the 14th, 20th of September, generally looking warmer than average through most parts of Europe, but only a little bit so. Week 5 precipitation anomaly from the 14th, 20th of September. That one looks a bit wetter than average in the north, a bit drier than average in the north, a little bit wetter than average in the south and the west. And then week 6 temperature anomaly from the 21st, 27th of September. Again, slightly above average in the west of Europe. Not a particularly big deviation. Precipitation anomalies then from the 21st, 27th of September. Drier than average over into the north of the country. A little bit wetter than average down to the south and to the southwest as well. So, yes, it looks pretty variable there. Pretty variable with that one. Right, okay, so back to YouTube, and we've got 115 concurrent viewers, and we peaked at 128 concurrent. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to our live stream tonight. It's amazing, it's fantastic, and it really is brilliant. So thank you, everyone, for doing that. Right, last thing we got to do then is just go back to YouTube, wrap up live stream. So I'm going to turn off the display capture. I'm going to put the image back up. The image is back up. I'll return with the webcam. Hello, there we are, I'm back. and we'll do that as well. And yeah, we're going to go to YouTube. We'll go to YouTube and we'll see what you've all been saying as we come to the end of our live stream. It's been another incredible live stream. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in on this Wednesday evening. Absolutely incredible that you've all done that. So let's try and get back through the live chat anyway. So obviously we're nearing the end with this now. I'm going to wrap this up in around 6 minutes time. So okay, Rob Chanel is saying, hi Gav, hope your storm isn't one of your teasers, Atlantic driven winter. I won't worry too much, Rob, at this stage. If we were seeing like a very wet and windy October, then be a little bit worried, but I won't worry too much about this having any impacts on the winter at the moment. Savvy thinks that Storm Ellen is going to hit him. It could well do, Savvy. You could be in for a wild time of it. Dylan, that looks bad. Yeah, it looks pretty bad, doesn't it? I struggle to believe winds are going to be quite as bad as the pairs you're showing there tonight. That is very, very extreme. 80 to 90 miles an hour up the Irish Sea in August. I mean, that is very, very extreme wind. So I would go more with Icon, but we'll see. Our pairs got it right in the heat wave, didn't it? Our pairs got it right in the heat wave. Weather is cool is with us. Stay safe. Yeah, stay safe, everyone. Scouts get trees in leaf come down easier too. Yeah, that's true, Scouts. That is true. What a username that is. What a username that one is. Was that Alf Garnett? Scouts get? Was that Alf Garnett? I think it might have been. That's going back a very, very long time, isn't it? Stevie Wells, I'm scared now in Land's End. Yeah, you got to take care, Stevie. You do whatever it takes to stay safe, my friend. You do that. Woo! Another really big stream. Neil Cutler, North Wales, hub for extreme weather. Yeah, definitely is, Neil. Definitely is. Andrew Barker. Evening, Neil. Hope you're well. That's City Andy. I think you're City Andy, aren't you, Andrew? Andy or Andrew. Nathan G. Hi, looking interesting to say the least. Me in the east, get a bit of warmth tomorrow, windy in the west. Yeah, it's going to be very warm in the east tomorrow. Temperature could be up to 25 degrees tomorrow in the east. So it will be, it really will be warm in the east tomorrow. And then it cools down. Shelley and Anthony saying, oh my God. Shelley and Anthony. OMG. Hope you're okay, wherever you are, Shelley and Anthony. I hope you're okay. And stay safe. Adrian saying, look, it's a bit wet midweek. Yeah, it does. It does, Adrian. Sharon was telling me that, the ensemble fitted okay, so that's great. James is telling me how to pronounce that place in Wales. Thank you, James, for doing that. So Paul is saying, Mikey, we never get a hurricane. Yeah, that's true. Our sea surface temperatures are too cool to be able to support hurricanes. So we can't get hurricanes. Can get hurricane force winds, as we did in 1987. But when Michael Fish said in 87, we're not going to have a hurricane, he was correct. We didn't have a hurricane. We had hurricane force winds, but, technically we can't get a hurricane in the UK because the seas are too cool to be able to do that. Graham Doolan, evening Gav, evening everyone, another short hot spell beginning of September. You might think so, Graham, but there was a great deal of sign of it, I have to say, on the data we've just looked at. There was a great deal of sign of it on the data we've just looked at. We've been hovering around 100 concurrent viewers for this for quite a while now. So we're gonna wrap this up very soon. But thank you so much, everybody, for being with us on our live stream tonight. I'm pretty much at the bottom of the live chat, actually. So I think it's time to wrap up the live stream. And so Sam is asking, here's a question. Do you think the Azores hire has become more active over recent years? Probably has, yeah. I think it has, you know, with these Atlantic-driven winters we've been having and hotter summers. I think we have more ridges from the Azores. Angie Denton saying, thanks, Gav, for a great stream. That's fine, Angie. No problem at all. Brian McKellar, hello, Gav. Can I ask you to comment on winter? So winter update is going to begin on the 6th of September. They'll be beginning on the 6th of September. Right, we're at the end of the live chat. So thank you so much, everybody, for being with us. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us on our live stream tonight. So I think it's been another fantastic live stream. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Stay safe, stay well. A big thank you to Savvy and to Paul for moderating the live stream. Everybody say thank you and thumbs up to Paul and Savvy. And yeah, we're going to be live streaming again on Sunday at 6 o'clock. That will be, as ever on a Sunday, that'll be more focused towards the longer range. So I don't know what we'll be looking at in that. Probably CFS V2 data, I would have thought, this week. But that will be more focused towards the longer range on Sunday. And yeah, so that's going to be at 6 o'clock on Sunday, and we'll see you then. There could be something on Friday after 10. We'll just wait and see how things are looking on Friday night with in terms of everything else that I have to do. Stay safe and stay well. We'll see you on Sunday at 6. But for tonight's live stream, thank you so much for being with us. And that's all for now. So thanks so much for being with us. And we'll see you live at 6 on Sunday. Bye for now.